Hey there, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about things to start thinking about as the market is starting to show signs of a little bit of a plunge. Okay, remember, after a plunge comes a rise. That's the reality of all markets. Is usually this is how the markets fluctuate. Overall, it's going up, but even in between going up, there's like these highs and lows that come every about 6, 7 to 10 years. Like this is what happens. Okay, so right now we're going down towards a plunge. After the plunge comes the rise. So things that you should think about. Without any further ado, let's get this video started. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. And as you guys are, hit that subscribe button. Let's make that Mashallah money together. Alright, so there's a lot of opinions and ways that people think about, okay, how do I plan for a recession? How do I plan for a trough in the market? How do I plan for the rise of the market? First thing first, and I've said this 1,000 times, understand who you are as a person. Understand what your financial situation is in regards to your family and your responsibilities. If you are someone that has a family and has a lot of responsibilities, you got to think about those things as priorities, not on how can I come up making money from this little plunge. I see families where the kids are starving, literally toothpicks, yani like this skinny, just walking around like this, and the father has $1 million investments. Take that money out, feed your kids, for God's sake, for crying out loud. You know, your kids are like starving, starving out here, eating craft dinner. It's not necessary for you to be this stingy, okay? So first of all, get your priorities straight, understand who you are, understand your financial situation, and understand your responsibility. Get this down on a piece of paper. So me, I'm X years old. Alhamdulillah, I have X amount of responsibilities. Alhamdulillah, now I know I have this much disposable income that I can put towards potentially making higher income, and it will not affect my responsibilities as the man of the house, father, brother, whatever it is of the house. Then within this disposable income, I know that I am risk averse to a certain level, or I'm a risk lover to a certain level. Break that down into buckets, right? I can take 50% risk and I'm okay with the 50. So for example, I can take 50% of the allocation of this disposable income, and I can take that 50%, I can put in something very risky. So I'm gonna plan for that. The next 20%, I want something a little bit more stable. The next 30%, I want to put in something that I'm passionate about. Okay, so it's simple. You break it down for yourself. Me personally, I'm a risk lover. I love doing, experimental stuff with my investments. And so I'm, alhamdulillah, that's my way of living. But for you, it might be different. And so whatever I do for myself is my personal financial advice for me, no one else. Okay, you have to go and figure out for yourself what your risk profile is, what your risk tolerance is. And there are free online tests that you can do to figure out this for yourself. Now, let's just say we realize that the markets are down. We're potentially looking at the markets are gonna go and hit maybe the deepest, lowest by next 2024 September. So 1 year from now, let's just say, right, 12 months from now. Start preparing for that now, okay? Make sure you have made a chart for 12 months of finances. You break down your whatever your responsibilities are, because those usually don't change month by month. You know you're gonna end up spending X dollars, X rupees, X pounds, X reals, whatever it is, and then you can put in a float of some point, like I put in my pay off your student loan video. Always have a float of a certain sort, because you don't know what things can pop up, and then you can add all the other potential expenses that coming up. Calculate the disposable income, and then over the 12 months you have this much money potentially coming in, so you can DCA in every month this much into a certain profile system. Or B, you can hold all that money, start saving up now, and then as soon as the right time comes, let's say potentially it's next August, next September, next October, boom, you can take that big chunk and you go into the market, because it's the lowest point, it's the plunge of the market, and you can rise the market up. Now, what should I buy, Ahmed? This is the juicy part of this video. What should I buy?
Oh my God! Wow!
Usually in tough times and in recessions, commodities do very well. So that's what you want to buy now, so you can sell at the lowest point, because at the lowest point, usually commodities are at the highest. The rest of the markets, we're talking about equities, crypto, real estate, businesses, startups, everything is down, except commodities such as oil, gold, silver. In regards to commodities, do not try to buy jewelry. Okay, jewelry is not something that you can sell in regards to one-to-one. So what happens is when you buy jewelry, the jewelers put a 10%, 20% service fee on it, and then when they're buying it back, they put a 10 to 20% service fee on it as a loss. So you're guaranteed a loss of 30 to 40%. There's no point of you buying gold or silver in jewelry form. Okay? You want to be buying, if you're gonna get commodities, you want to be getting things like this. These are called silver coins. They're known as ounce coins, or you can get them in grams. Usually for silver, you don't get grams, you get direct ounce, but with gold, you can get grams. And simply you get like these small little bars, and you can buy the, or bigger ones depending on how much money you have, and you get them and you put them in your with yourself for that potential loss. And then when that loss comes, you go back in. Now because this is a coin, they will have to match the online market rate minus maybe 1 or 2% for service fees. That's okay, right? Or you can sell them for P2P with somebody else who's trying to buy silver at that time for literally the same price that a coin is supposed to be, not below the market. Another thing that you can start looking into are pretty much trying to get into a blue chip stock, or a more of a stabilized tech company stock, because right now is not the good time to go into penny stocks or cheaper stocks. As the market starts going back up, I'd say when the midpoint of the market going up is, that's when you can start looking into getting penny stocks. Because at the bottom, trying to get into penny stocks is not the best idea, because you don't know truly, one, if that's the bottom, and then two, that's when the markets are starting to go back up. So people are not investing in penny stocks yet. So you're just going to put money into a market for like 6 months to 2 years for absolutely potentially no movement in that penny stock. Now there might be some penny stocks that do move up or down, but it's about highest probability of success. It's not necessarily, oh look, that one stock did well during the low markets. It's about probability, highest probability of success. And that's what you have to go towards, the highest probability of success, or known as the highest utility of success. You got to hit that point and make sure your decisions are around that time. So most likely the market is gonna start going up around this time. So I'm gonna start DCing in right a few months before for those high stability blue chip stocks, such as Tesla and Apple and other companies as such. Make sure you do the stock compliance check on them before you invest in them. Obviously, you want to make halal income, and then don't forget, once you sell them, do not forget to do income cleansing. Income cleansing is very important. And when you do invest in them, do not forget you have to send them a dysentery note, or dystory note, something it's called. It's in my videos on my YouTube channel. Check it out. This is one thing that I personally believe should be mandatory when it comes to stock investment, and nobody's doing it, to be honest with you. This is one of the teachings from the halal markets in Pakistan, the dysentery note. Anyway, that's what when it comes to stocks. Now with crypto, you should look into investing towards the first round of the crypto market. When it starts going back up is usually BTC. There's known as a BTC market, which is the altcoin market. As BTC goes up, more or less everything else goes up, but BTC goes up the most. When that market is peaking at the top, you just make sure your money is into BTC or ETH, because more or less those are the main markets. Then once you start seeing them slow down, you want to switch your money into the altcoins, and that's where the real crypto money is made, right? That real, I don't want to say Mashallah money, but I guess if you're a Muslim and you know what you're doing and you're investing into the right cryptos, then you're making the real Mashallah money during that time. Through the initial rise of crypto, let's say you think the plunge is in August, you start buying into BTC around June, July, August, you start buying into it. You ride the little bit, go down, then it starts going up. That ride going up, you start benefiting a lot more from it. And as soon as BTC, you start seeing, okay, it's starting to hit its peak. That's when you want to switch that money from the BTC markets into the alt markets, and boom, that will also make you more money. So that's how you kind of strategize this. So this is how to plan for the recession or for the fall of the market, and then the rise after. If whatever time you think that the market is going to hit its lowest or it's going to be recession, you need to start planning for it now. Now is the time when you start planning. Now start saving for it now. Start investing in certain things now, so you are ready for. Start studying the markets now. This is very important for you to come out of this next recession strong. Remember, the biggest investors in the world, the biggest traders, everybody's agrees to this. The most money is made when the market is at its lowest, because that's when you know when to invest and what to invest in and how to invest in it. And when if you can do that very well, when the market goes up, you're gonna come out of that 200x, 300x in your investments. And that's where the real money is. Let's say your income is $60,000 to $70,000 a year. If you make this few decisions correctly, and you only invest $10,000, $20,000, after the market is finishing up on its rise, you're gonna have made your entire income source that you spend 8 hours a day for 12 months within the basis of these few decisions. And I hope you understand that. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you disagree, agree. And inshallah, check out my other social media. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.